MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Mets. It's Mets baseball on the show. Next. Marcus Stroman will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, one of the main issues is he wants to limit the amount of walks. Walked 4 in his last start, and that's a little bit too many for a starting pitcher. He's going to need much better control if he expects to pitch better in this one.
Now at the plate here is Bo Bichette, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
First pitch. Nice knock to the
plate now, Marcus Semien, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Enters play here at 279. 14 homers to go along with 52 RBIs. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. As he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So stepping in is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team.
Hey, 2 options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
High in the air out to center field. Pilar is right there, 1 down. The relay throw, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
As a look, now the pitch. George Springer comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
And it's 1-1. In for strike 2.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
The 1-2. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Number 18 for him on the campaign as they move on top 4-0. Here's Randall Grichuk. And this is lined hard to deep left. Smith is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Joe Panik, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. As he hits it weakly on the ground toward first. Reined in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the damage was done right here as you get another look at the grand slam home run. On to the bottom of the first now at Citi Field. Jays out in front here, 4-zip. Steven Matz gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
And that's out number 1. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He comes in hitting over 320, and to carry that kind of average, that's awfully impressive. People start to take notice. I'm noticing right now, so let's see if he's able to show us some of that hot hitting in this one.
J.D. Davis the next to bat as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
A flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, the left fielder.
First delivery to him. As he'll cut on and miss it, a good slider at the knees for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses 1-1. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. New inning set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Reese McGuire.
Number 7.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Stroman has thrown a little over 110 innings so far and posts a respectable ERA in the high 3s. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Hit hard towards second, but this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Batting 9, the pitcher.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Standing in now, Steven Matz, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Back to the top of the order now. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Fouled off. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
The slider freezes him at the plate. A called 3rd strike, and the inning comes to a close. Blue Jays go down in order, but they're in front 4-0. So now into the box is Pete Alonso, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already. Well thrown sinker that time, down, but in the strike zone. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
So he sets him down swinging. Pete Alonso becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 11 home runs and an even 40 RBIs. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
2-2 count. Here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So 2 out, nobody on. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They trail here 4-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. Now here's the pitch. Marcus Semien stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. This is hit sharply to the left side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. You can relate, Dan. So what's going through the pitcher's mind right now?
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Long throw to third.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
Well, you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game. Now at the plate is George Springer. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. And now the first pitch. As he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike one.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside and low, 2-1.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
A line shot to third base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
The batter.
Now to the plate here is Rendell Grichuk. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Guerrero is off at first with 2 away. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Looking up is the left fielder, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
David Peterson is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. At the plate, Joe Peterson. Just got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Down and away, ball 1. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. And it's fouled away. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Reese McGuire would be next. 3 runs already home here. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Now batting.
Next here is Reese McGuire. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. pulled toward right center field. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the Mets nothing. Now at the plate, Kevin Pillar, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. This one's down to 3rd. And there's 1 away.
Batting 8.
Next up, James McCann. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air to right field. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 9.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, David Peterson. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And a ball, 1-0.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Count even at 2-2. Rolled slowly down the 3rd baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Steven Matz will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Blue Jays pitcher with an even 1-1 count. And he misses 2-1. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. And, oh, he thought he'd work the walk, but it's a called strike 2 now. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
And he misses with it. Ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off. So it's back to the top of the order now. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Mats on at first, nobody out. And he fouled. fouls this one off. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
So next to bat will be Marcus Semien, singled in his last at-bat. From the belt, the pitch. 7 runs, only 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Ball 2.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
3-0 now. Has a look, now the pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's 1st and 2nd now with only 1 away. Next, it'll be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. A fly out and a single for him so far. Swing and a misses. He's underneath that one for the first strike.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
And he lays off for ball 1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
One thing's clear. He's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
The left fielder,
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. Notched an RBI on the sac fly in his previous turn at the plate. 1-0 the count. (2-0) to the Jays left fielder.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
This is foul right side. And the 2-1. And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And that misses, ball 4. A run will come in to score. Here's George Springer.
The center fielder, George Springer.
Comes set, now the pitch.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Comes set and the 0-1. And there's ball 1.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Outside, 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Takes this the other way to right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Boy, Dero, you have to be licking your chops sitting in a 3-1 count. You get a fastball, he gets it and doesn't miss it.
Yeah, Dan, that's what you strive for. Find count leverage situations where you can be aggressive. Process of elimination tells you he's got to come fastball or something over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. Slider laid off for a ball. Fouled away. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as well.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Joey Lucchese gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Lucchese.
In now, Joe Panik. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Panik, 30 years of age. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
McNeil is there.
Now batting.
Digging in next, Reese McGuire. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First pitch on the way as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. McCann recovers. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Jays lead it 11-0. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
The third baseman, J.D. Davis.
J.D. Davis comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And that one yanked just foul. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Again, another foul ball.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Swing and a high chopper. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Next for the Mets, Dominic Smith. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. Down in order go the Mets. They trail in this one 11-0. Stepping in for the Jays, Steven Matz comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Matz.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Conforto is there, one away. Stepping up is Bo Bichette. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike one.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
2-2. One out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Smith is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. Stepping in next, Marcus Semien. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a third straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3, and no trouble for him as he makes the catch to. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Wackney. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He leads off from the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base pass if they can get somebody on.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Francisco Lindor is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Hard hit ball to second, taken in by Semien. One there, on to first, and they turn the double play.
The right fielder, number 30.
Next up for New York, Michael Conforto struck out in his first at-bat. And this is low, ball one. And this one sails behind him as he bends out of the way. It's ball two. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Wow, he's not even being subtle about it. He almost hits him with the previous pitch, and then he actually does it with the next one. Going to be interesting to see if they seek revenge at some point.
Lifted down the line in left, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Into center field, line drive base hit. Into the box now, James McCann, as he'll take a look at ball one. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and two gone here in the fifth. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Hit on the ground out to short. Bichette gathers it in, and the two-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Two left for the Mets. They trail in this one 11-0. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker at strike one. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Swings through it for strike number 2. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Count remains full. Payoff pitch one more time. Hit on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. One out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
The center fielder, number 4, George.
George Springer the next to hit. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. And he's working on a 5 RBI game. Quite a performance we're seeing from him in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hard ground ball to third. Davis brings it in on to first, and there are 2 down. Randall Grichuk at the plate now. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Hernandez at second with 2 down. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
The 2-0. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is Jose Martinez is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Now the 2-0. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. One away now for the Mets in the 6th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. The pitch.
3 balls, no strikes.
He loses him on ball 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
And he pops it up, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. J.D. Davis goes down for the second out here in the bottom half. Dominic Smith is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, 2-1.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Full count now, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Mets leave 1. They trail in this one 11-0. Jerry Familia comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. First pitch of the AB now. Joe Pennant is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. The 1-0. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Now another 1-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Pilar's there. 1 out.
The batter.
And now in the box, Reese McGuire. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Now here's the first offering. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. Drilled to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him. Now to bat, Steven Matz. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him, 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 home. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Pete Alonso stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He didn't get him to offer at that pitch right there, but that big 12-6 curveball is definitely part of the reason he's having such good success in this one.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games. So this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Francisco Lindor stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. And there's out number 2. Michael Conforto. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Conforto.
A ball and no strikes. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Good time for a visit from the catcher right now. Those last 2 weren't even close, so he might be getting a little bit tired. This might give him a chance to take a little deep breath and refocus on what he needs to do.
All even now, 2-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mets go down 1-2-3. Ready to begin the 8th, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard up the middle and into center field. A base hit, so early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, Marcus Semien, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Throw over to the bag, just keeping him close. And another throw over, and he'll get back in safely. And there he goes towards second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Ready now is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the AB now. No balls and a strike to count. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Bichette, the runner at second with one away. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
A swing and a miss there, 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch outside, the throw. And he's called out on a close play at third.
I noticed he had a big lead there at second, so I wasn't surprised when he took off. But that lead didn't pay off as he still gets caught trying to swipe third.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. Man at first after the 2-out walk. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. On the move again from first. In there. Now the throw. The tag, and he is out. In order go the Blue Jays. but they lead it 11-0. Jackson McClellan is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Kevin Pillar is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. Simeon's there, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Turned on down the line, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Luis Guillorme is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
1-1.
Men on third with 2 down. Into center field, line drive base hit, and the run is in to score from third. So now to the plate, J.D. Davis, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
1-1.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. Dellin Betances enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 68.
Digging in will be Teoscar Hernandez. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. No balls and 1 strike. Down and away, ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Betances is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than 1 occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
George Springer is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Previous history against Dellin Betances, he's 0 for 4. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
You know, it's funny right there. You look at that pitch, and it's almost a hybrid in between a big-time old-school curveball and a nasty slider that goes off the fastball. That's kind of right in the middle right there, kind of working off the clock, that 3 to 8, if you can picture that in your head. Tough pitch to lay off of.
Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pillar's there. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Next, it'll be Randall Grichuk. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. From the stretch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
A full count, 3-2 to Randall Grichuk. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So they now into the box. Dominic Smith starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, I got a lot of hope for him at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those two pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind at the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk. And boy, they are howling over in that first base dugout. They think that was intentional, and I've got to say, I think I do too. And now you see the home plate umpire coming out, and the message has been sent. He's going to warn both benches.
And that's the right thing to do by any umpire, Matt. Warn both sides and put them on notice that they're not going to put up with anything going forward in this game. It does put some added pressure on the pitchers to be accurate when they're pitching inside, because even a mistake could lead to an ejection now, but that's just the way it has to be.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Next to hit, Francisco Lindor. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Smith on second. Alonso at first with no outs. Not close. It's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And I have a strong hunch here that that's going to be the last pitch he throws. Out is the home plate umpire, and he's going to send our pitcher off to an early shower. He's been ejected from the ball game.
Well, Matt, with that ejection, this is going to turn into Johnny Holdstaff Day. Now everybody out in that bullpen may have to be available to put the finishing touches on this game.
Anthony Castro will come into the game now and take over following the ejection.
Number 63, Anthony Castro.
None out, runners at first and second. Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Next to dig in, Michael Conforto. And the slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And he started to go around there, and it'll cost him, as they say. He did swing the bat. It's 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Oh, and it misses ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Now batting,
Kevin Pillar is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. And it's fouled away. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. James McCann is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Brandon Nimmo will see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. As he'll take a cold strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. And he fouls this one off. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays have run their winning streak.